Welcome to our journey through the magical world of Disney legends, where we honor the icons who have made significant contributions to the Walt Disney Company. These are the folks who brought the smiles, the songs, the unforgettable characters. They built the house that Mouse built, brick by magical brick. So sit back, maybe grab some Dole Whip and a churro, and let's celebrate the careers of some truly legendary figures. Our first Disney legend, the man who kicked this whole thing off, is none other than Fred MacMurray.
Now, you kids might know me as the dad from my three sons, but back in my day, I was box office gold. I starred in The Shaggy Dog, The Absent-Minded Professor, Follow Me, Boys. Honestly, I was in more Disney movies than Mickey has pairs of white gloves.
Fred set the standard for what a Disney legend should be: talented, dedicated, and most importantly, someone who brought joy to millions. He was the original, the OG, the big cheese, and trust me, nobody knows cheese like a mouse. Let's be honest, folks, is there anyone more practically perfect in every way than Julie Andrews?
From the moment I descended upon London as Mary Poppins, I captured your hearts. I taught you to fly with your umbrellas, laugh with your chimney sweeps, and appreciate a good spoonful of sugar. And let's not forget my role as Maria in The Sound of Music, another Disney classic.
Yeah, Julie Andrews' voice is like a warm hug on a cold day, and her performances are timeless treasures. Well, folks, we can't talk about Disney legends without mentioning the big guy himself, Walt Disney. I mean, the man has his name on the building. Walt wasn't just a filmmaker, he was a visionary, a dreamer, a guy who could probably draw a perfect circle freehand. He believed in the power of imagination, in the magic of storytelling, and he shared that magic with the world. Without Walt, there would be no Mickey, no Disneyland, no Disney legends at all. He was the original Imagineer, and his legacy continues to inspire us all. Mary Blair coloring outside the lines. Now here's a woman who knew how to use a color palette. Mary Blair was a brilliant artist and animator who brought a unique and vibrant style to Disney animation. You can see her whimsical touch in classics like Alice in Wonderland, Peter Pan and Cinderella. Seriously, have you ever seen a more psychedelic tea party than the one she dreamed up for Alice? Mary wasn't afraid to push boundaries, to experiment with color and design, and her influence is still felt in animation today. Richard and Robert Sherman, the soundtrack of our childhoods. You know those songs that get stuck in your head for days? The ones you can't help but sing along to, even if you don't know all the words. Chances are they were written by Richard and Robert Sherman. These guys were musical geniuses, crafting unforgettable tunes for movies like Mary Poppins, The Jungle Book, and The Aristocats. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious, yep, that's them. A Whole New World, them again. Their music is timeless, bringing joy to generation after generation. Frank and Ollie, the masters of motion. Ever wonder how those Disney characters move so realistically, so expressively? Well, a lot of it is thanks to the incredible talents of Frank Thomas and Ollie Johnston, two of Disney's legendary 9 old men of animation. These guys were pioneers, developing groundbreaking animation techniques that brought characters like Pinocchio, Bambi, and Baloo the bear to life. They understood the power of a single frame, the importance of timing and weight, and they breathed life into some of the most beloved characters in animation history.
Now here's a guy who could make us laugh just by talking about his socks.
Robin Williams, the comedic genius himself, brought his boundless energy and improvisational brilliance to the role of Genie in Aladdin.
He didn't just voice the character, he embodied it, creating a performance that was both hilarious and heartwarming.
Robin had a way of connecting with audiences, young and old, and his performance as Genie is a true Disney treasure.
He reminded us that laughter is timeless, that imagination has no bounds, and that even a big blue genie can have a heart of gold.
Angela Lansbury, a true icon of stage and screen, graced us with her presence as Mrs. Potts in Beauty and the Beast. Her voice, as warm and comforting as a cup of tea on a rainy day, brought such warmth and heart to the beloved character. Angela's career spanned decades, but her role as Mrs. Potts holds a special place in our hearts. She reminded us that true beauty comes from within, that kindness and compassion are always in style, and that sometimes all you need is a good cup of tea and a rousing rendition of Be Our Guest. Phil Collins, the legendary musician, didn't just lend his musical talents to Disney films, he created soundtracks that became instant classics. His work on Tarzan and Brother Bear is nothing short of brilliant, blending his signature sound with the emotional heart of the stories. From the soaring anthem, You'll Be in My Heart, to the playful Two Worlds, Phil's music captured the adventure, the humor, and the heart of these beloved films. Ahoy there, mateys. Johnny Depp, the ultimate chameleon of cinema, set sail for adventure as Captain Jack Sparrow in Pirates of the Caribbean. With his quirky charm and swashbuckling swagger, Johnny created a character that was both hilarious and iconic. He reminded us that sometimes it's good to break the rules, to embrace our inner pirate, and that a little bit of rum never hurt anyone. Okay, maybe just a little bit. Ming-Na Wen, a true Disney icon, brought strength, grace, and a whole lot of heart to the role of Mulan.
Her voice acting was both powerful and vulnerable, capturing the spirit of a young woman who defied expectations and fought for her family and her country.
Ming-Na reminded us that courage comes in all forms, that it's okay to be different, and that a single voice can change the world. Carrie Fisher, the one and only Princess Leia, will forever be remembered for her iconic role in the Star Wars saga. With her quick wit, her sharp intelligence, and her undeniable strength, Carrie created a character that inspired generations of fans. She showed us that princesses can be warriors, that girls can save the galaxy, and that sometimes all you need is a good blaster and a whole lot of attitude. These Disney legends have left an indelible mark on the magic of Disney, inspiring generations with their incredible talents and contributions. They've made us laugh, they've made us cry, they've made us believe in the impossible. Stay tuned for more stories of those who continue to shape the legacy of Disney. The magic lives on, folks, and it's all thanks to the incredible artists who dared to dream big and share